And this is the Queen of Cups. Sensitivity, imagination, intuition, creativity, and love. As a person, this queen can represent a loving partner or friend, a caring individual with high emotional intelligence. Supporting others comes naturally to her. As a situation, you are led by your heart rather than your head. The message of the card overall is to act with compassion, show your empathy, connect with others, and intuitively read the subtle energies at play, hence, no contact. The only issue is a need to stand by your boundaries so that you don't give too much. I hope that this provided some clarity to you, Marin, and I hope that whatever happens with this friendship goes in the way that it should for the higher purpose. Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. Hey, Nithya. Nithya, I hope I'm saying it right. Yeah, you can get a reading. Yes, as they say in my sober community. Yes. Would you like a general reading? A guidance for my career. Okay, you already nailed it. Okay. Guidance. Thank you, Marin. I appreciate you being there. And remember, we're always loved, guided, and protected. All right, Nithya. Nithya. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm going to pray over the deck, okay? Guidance for your career. A higher power, my source, my creator of all. Thank you for guiding my words in this deck. As that you continue to do so for Nithya as they're seeking wisdom and clarity on their career. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to come in and just wrap their arms around Nithya and provide guidance in the path they should follow for their career. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck thinking of you. And I just want you to have an open heart and an open mind message. I read any negativity of this deck. I only speak words of love, light, and wisdom. I ask that you guide my words and guide this deck for Nithya as they're seeking spiritual advice for their career. I'm thankful for our higher power, our spirit allies, and this deck and its community. When one rises, we all rise. Okay, I'm going to split the deck. Hey, Jay. I had someone just pop in. I told Maddie we probably should have switched to his channel because people are going to be coming in for readings. Let me do this reading and then I don't know if we can change the title or what. Or we could just fill it out and see. This is my son, Jay, that looks half asleep. And my husband, Kefab. Welcome. All right. All right, Nithya. All right, Nithya, your first card is Temperance. I find clarity through calm. I love how our higher power is always like, just woosah first and then the rest will come. So let me put that up on the stage. Right. Temperance. A maiden holds two pitchers, pouring water from one to the other at the perfect angle so that not a single drop is spilled. The sun behind her gives her the energy she needs to manage her task with focus and precision. She stands upon a vast rock of blue calcite, signifying serenity and a sense of inner balance. The blue and purple irises that flourish nearby are symbols of hope and optimism. Temperance shows the need for balance and accuracy when life feels precarious. There may be many demands upon you, but you can take control. You may need to budget or plan your time to create more stability. An additional meaning is playing the part of peacekeeper or negotiator. I know in my career, I for sure had to find balance. I definitely was spreading myself too thin. All right, let's see your next one. The Two of Swords. Whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. Let's see, Two of Swords. A pause in activity, procrastination. This too can show you feeling caught between two people or two paths, and the indecision leaves you feeling stuck and depleted. You may feel that neither route is clear nor ideal. However, there is a time for action. Otherwise, the issue becomes greater than it deserves to be as you ponder each potential outcome or avoid making a decision at all. An additional meaning of the card is a truce or taking time out during a period of stress or conflict. So you ultimately know how your career's going, but this card's calling for balance, and then this one ended with that too. All right, one more. Let's see. The Chariot. I go forward with confidence, knowing that you will always be provided for. I love how our higher power always brings us back to like, it's okay. Things will happen as they should. All right, the Chariot. The Chariot shows a charioteer on an important journey, leaving behind him the city, his known world. On his breastplate is the pentagram studded with crystals. The central crystal is cornelian, a stone of courage. His chariot is drawn by two horses, which symbolize the positives and negatives he will encounter on his travels. He must balance the dark and the light in order to move in the right direction. This is a time for action. I'm juggling. Two jobs. See, that middle card was talking about making a decision. That's interesting. And then this card saying this is a time for action, to make progress and move on to the next stage of your life path. The Chariot reveals a great step forward from taking the driving seat in your projects, career, and relationships. Sorry, the dogs are going crazy. To traveling physically too. Summon your energy and determination as you forge ahead. So yeah, this is like making a decision and finding that clarity and that balance. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. Jay, you want to say hey? Y'all can unmute. We'll take a little break. I know there was somebody. Oh, Furba. Yeah, let the boys talk for a hot minute. If we need to change the title and do a different live, we can. Y'all say hey. Oh. Huh? Yeah, unmute yours and let's see. Thank you, Nithya. I appreciate you. You don't want to unmute and see? Oh. It's like when you're loud. Jay, do you have a microphone? Oh, yeah. No, there's no voice. All right, let's do this. Let me do a reading for Furba, and then we can try to jump on Daddy's live after I'm done with this live, okay? Okay, I'm going to do a reading for Furba. Okay. Hey, Furba, thank you for waiting. And my boys wanted to come in and talk because I didn't have any readings. So I'm going to do your reading, though, real quick, okay? Will my wife get... Oh, my goodness. Stop it. How would be our couple? Okay, so you're asking about birth, if she will conceive, and just basically how your life will go. Are you still here, Furba? Oh my goodness. I love these readings. Sometimes they will answer it. Sometimes they will. Furba. Okay, I'm assuming you're still here because you just commented like 2 months ago. I mean, like 2 minutes ago. So I'm gonna pray over the deck, Furba, okay? Oh, is the baby going to come? And how will your life be? Let me pray. My higher power, my source, creator of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words in this deck. I ask that you can continue to do so for Furba as they're seeking spiritual guidance into the possibility of having a baby and how their relationship will go. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in love, light, and positivity and words of wisdom and clarity on this relationship and a possible baby. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to pray over the deck, okay? You're on. Oh, my goodness. Hey, on Schumann. Welcome back. I just spoke words of you earlier and this sweet name you have given me, the sweet greeting that you give. Thank you, on Schumann. Of course, I'll write you down. All right, Furba, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you. Rid this deck of any negativity. I only ask for words of love, light, and positivity. I'm thankful for this community. I'm thankful for these positive words. I ask that you do the same for Furba as they're seeking advice for their relationship and for the possibility of a new baby. And so it is. All right, I'm going to cut the deck, okay? Hey, Ashna? Ashna? Oh, hey, Christo. All right, so let me see. I better write it down. I got Anshuman. I got Christo. And then I got Ashna. You think it's Ashna? I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. All right. Did I cut the deck? Let me shuffle one more time because I don't know if I cut the deck for Furba. Hold on, Furba. Let me shuffle one more time. Okay, let's see. You got a microphone now, Jay? Go ahead, sir. All right, Furba. Your first card is I take great care of what I value. I take great care of what I value, which obviously you do by already just being concerned about how it's going to go. Let me see. 7 of Swords. Let me read the details. Potential theft, vigilance, the need to protect yourself and your property. Whatever you value needs extra care and attention, and this includes ideas which may be better kept to yourself just now. The 7 often signifies underhand dealings, so double check any contracts and other agreements. A broader meaning of the card is to think out of the box, to find a clever, ingenious way of doing something that no one else may have considered. You may need to work in secret for a time. So I'm not sure how this is applying to the question at hand, but they're just bringing like ideas of vigilance and protecting and suggesting to think outside of the box as well. All right, let's see what your middle card is. The 10 of Pentacles. I celebrate everything I achieve. 10 of Pentacles. Fulfillment and success. Well-deserved financial and emotional security. The card often arises in readings to show you forming even deeper bonds with those close to you and enjoying a stable, productive financial phase. This may mean, for example, extending your home, growing an established business, getting married, or benefiting from other rewarding, lasting personal or professional partnerships. This 10 can also show love and help between the generations. So you may give or receive money within your family or other close network and benefit from their support and advice. Overall, this card is just like talking about the deeper bond, and I'm assuming it ties to specifically to your wife. Yeah. All right. And just talking about the lasting personal relationship. So I see good things. All right, let's see your next one. This is the 6 of Wands. I am proud of what I achieve and accept my rewards. That's kind of like lining up too with the other one, 6 of Wands. Success and acknowledgement. This victorious 6 sees you being greatly appreciated for all your efforts, so you can enjoy the feeling of pride and accomplishment. You have directed your energy, time, and passion well. You may also receive a gift or reward, such as a certificate, trophy, or other token of public appreciation. Specific meanings for this card in a reading include examination and test success. The 6 also means a yes answer to a question. You're going to have to come back, Furba. I was hoping that because some of the cards will give a specific yes or no. And the fact that you asked a yes or no question, asking if your wife would conceive this month, and this card is saying yes. So please come back, Furba. I have to know. I have to know if it happens. And I really appreciate you allowing me to read for you. And I hope you have a good time making that baby. Thank you so much. All right. Hey Jay, babe, you think we should switch to after I'm done with these because there are a few. Hey Jay, while you were gone, I had three people come in, one in a reading. So it was kind of like dull a few minutes ago, which is why we said let's hop on this live. But since I have three, one in a reading, let's do this. Let me finish reading. Like maybe are y'all gonna be available like in the next 40 minutes? Are you frozen? The cat. The cat. Thank you, Ferba. Please let me know. Jay, can you hear me? Jaden, let's do this. Since I have three people, one in a reading, let's hop you and Daddy off. I'll do those three readings, and then we'll go on Daddy's live after a few. Are y'all gonna be free in like 30 or 40 minutes? 30 or 40 minutes? Okay, I'm gonna take y'all off of this one, and then we'll all get on Daddy's later. Okay. Love you. I'll see you in a little bit. All right. Okay. Let me go back. I just clicked into the private chat and now I can't figure out how to get back to. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Thank y'all. Yeah. So, thank you for asking on Schumann. Jaden, the boy, is my stepson. I call him my son though, my gifted son. And the girl was his girlfriend. So yeah, thank you for asking. And it's your turn on Schumann. Were you wanting a general reading? Just a general one, right? Oh no. Aw, you were so sweet, Ruchi. Hand to you. Aw, I love it. I cannot. You are so sweet. Okay. Would you like a general reading today on Schumann, or did you have a question at hand? Thank you for your sweet words. Oh, my bad. Sorry. And after on Schumann, I have Crystal and then Ashina. 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 All right, I'm gonna go potty real quick while I wait. Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah, I got three people right now. Okay. All right. So as you said earlier, may be nice. So as you said earlier, Zulia and I will have a connection soon. But one tarot reader said that she is karmic and she won't, and I don't have a future with her. Can you check, please? I don't want to waste effort. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry that happened. And I'm gonna pray over the deck and we're gonna read it, but I speak on this sometimes because these relationships come into our lives for a reason. And I actually talked about this with somebody earlier, that if I would not have went through those relationships that I went through prior to my husband, I wouldn't have lasted as long as, like, my husband and I've been together over 10 years now. But if I didn't go through all of those ones before, I wouldn't have been the person that I am today to be such a good soulmate for him. But I know that I get like us just wanting to find that soulmate, and I get the idea of not wanting to waste time. I totally get that, or waste effort. I'm going to pray over the deck, okay, on Schumann? My source, my higher power, thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words in this deck. I ask that you continue to do so for On Schumann as they're seeking spiritual guidance in this relationship. I ask that you provide words of wisdom, security, self-love, and light. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to continue to guide this deck in my words, to provide On Schumann with a sense of peace with the situation and knowing that the divine timing is just that, perfect. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle, thinking of you, and I just want you to be open to the message, okay? I read any negativity of this deck. I only lead with words of love, light, and positivity. I ask that you provide guidance for On Schumann in this situation, in this relationship, as they seek clarity. I'm so thankful to my higher power in this community and for helping me to raise a positive vibrational field. I'm sending love, light, and peace to On Schumann. When one rises, we all rise. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. And then we shall see what our higher power wants to say or wants to connect with you. Hey, Moto. How are you, brother? I hope you're doing well. Right? The main attraction. I get with you. Thank you for being here. I know you're probably just here to support, but if you want a reading, let me know. Hey, Tia. Welcome back, sweetie. I hope you're doing well today. Y'all have to go check out Moto's and Keith Bob's channels. They do moto vlogs. They bikers at YouTube. It's pretty cool. You have to go check them out. All right, on Schumann, your first card is the Six of Wands. I am proud of what I achieve and accept my rewards. The Six of Wands. Let's see. Success and acknowledgement. This victorious six sees you being greatly appreciated for all your efforts, so you can enjoy the feeling of pride and accomplishment. You have directed your energy, time, and passion well. You may also receive a gift or reward, such as a certificate, trophy, or other token of public appreciation. Specific meaning for this card in a reading include examination and test success. The six also means a yes answer to a question. Let me read your. So, as you said earlier, Zoya and I will have a connection soon. But one tarot reader said that she is karmic and she won't stay. So if it's a yes or I don't want to put words into it, but Oh, Moto. Oh, well, thank you for popping in. I appreciate you so much. So, Anshuman, this card is saying yes to a question. Yes, Catastrophic has been asking about that motorcycle. It says yes, then. I wanted to ask if she'll stay. It says yes. You know, the thing is, it's like no matter what, people are put in our lives for a reason, you know? And even if this relationship doesn't last as far as you thought it would, she's there for a reason. She's there, divine timing, you know? So if you're specifically asking if she'll stay, this card is saying yes. Let's see your next one and see what the next one says too. 10 of Pentacles. I celebrate everything I achieve. Let's see. Complete happiness and fulfillment. You are crowned with success and can now appreciate life's blessings. Look, exactly. Hey, J.A., welcome. I'm going to write your name down, okay? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm Schumann. Look, this next card is like reminding you just to have fun and the blessings. I know our brain can come in and try to overanalyze everything. And this is just your higher power saying, like, complete happiness and fulfillment. You are crowned with success and can appreciate those blessings. The card signifies the freedom to live as you choose, and you feel at home in every sense. You enjoy close bonds with family, friends, groups, and children. And at home, life is serene and relationships are harmonious. In love, this 10 shows the ultimate expression of emotion, which is demonstrated in a way you recognize. You are loved the way you need to be loved. An additional meaning is finding your ideal home. So this is your higher power being like, just try not to overthink it. Try to enjoy the relationship for what it is, you know? And no matter when it ends or if it ends, just enjoy being in the present with that person. All right. Hey, Moto. I thought Moto was in the right chat. What chat was he in? I was seeing it. It does on Schumann, and my brain overthinks everything. It really does. I have to keep it in check all the time. All right. This is the Ace of Swords. I'm ready for a breakthrough to success. Ace of Swords. I'm ready to a breakthrough success. The aces revealed new beginnings. The Ace of Swords, the suit of the element of air that relates to the mind, signifies success, truth, clarity, and vision. Whether you're asking about a decision in your favor or a breakthrough that brings you what you hope for, this card is a yes. Look, you got 2 yeses on Schumann. Outcome to an answer to a question. Whatever you are aiming for, your intellect and logic will help bring you the results you need. Now is the time to harness your ambition. So I don't know. The cards said what they said. You know, it's like if you're asking if this person's staying, well, they're saying they are. And I think it ultimately just goes back to, like we said, trying not to overthink things and trying just to enjoy being in the present, you know. Thank you, Aunt Schumann. I appreciate you being here and coming back and being so kind. You know, your kind words and your kind actions help to raise those vibrational fields in the world. And the more that we can raise the positive vibrations, the better our world is as a whole, you know. So thank you. I appreciate you. All right, Christo. Christo, are you still here? You're next. Christo. Let me see. I think you typed a question. Is this the right time for me to expand my social network? Christo, if you're still here, pop in the chat for me. Christo, and then Aishina. Christo and Aishina. Aishna, I'm sorry. Aishna. Christo, and then Aishna. If you're here, just pop in a chat for me. We're gonna give them a minute. After Christo and Aishna was Tia. Christo, Aishna, and then Tia. Okay. Okay, Tia, since you're here, I'm going to go ahead and pop yours up, and maybe Christo and Aishna will come back. All right, let's see. I wanted to know what is in store for me and the Pisces. Also, do you see that we have conceived? Oh my goodness. Wanted to see if the message changed. We'll actually check later this week. Oh my goodness. I had another baby question earlier. And I told them, please come back, because they asked if they were going to conceive within a month. And the cards said yes. So I was like, please come back. So let's see. I wanted to know. Oh, no, I was like, have fun trying. All right. Want to know in store for me in the Pisces? You see that we have conceived. Okay. I'm going to pray over the deck. Okay, Tia? See if we have conceived. My higher power, my source, thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words in this deck. I ask that you do the same for Tia as they're seeking words of wisdom and clarity in their relationship and a possible baby. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to come in and bring words of clarity, wisdom, peace, and some solution to their question. I'm sending so much love, light, and positivity, health, and abundance. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle. Thinking of you, Tia, and I just want you to keep an open mind and an open heart, okay? I've rid this deck of any negativity. I only lead with words of love, light, and positivity. I ask that you guide this deck and my words to provide Tia with some clarity to the question at hand as they're seeking spiritual advice for their relationship and a possible baby. Thank you for guiding my words. Thank you for guiding this community. I'm forever grateful. When one rises, we all rise. Okay, sweetie. That's it. The dog is like, burp. All right. Your first card is the 9 of Cups. I trust the flow of life. Oh, isn't that hard though? Sometimes my head's like, I want to know now. Especially, I know, like, I don't have biological children, but we tried for a long time. And I remember, yeah, my husband's like, yeah, we tried. I remember getting those pregnancy tests and just wanting to know before I could even test, you know. So let me read in depth what the 9 of Cups says. Wishes granted. I cannot stop it. Okay, wishes granted. A wish or a dream come true is the meaning of this happy 9. You can manifest what you desire, whether this is love, friendship, wealth, security, work, or creative opportunities. When you receive what you want and need, you are generous with others. Sharing your good luck, your optimism, and positive attitude raises others up. You see how life flows and appreciate what you have. An additional meaning of this card is being the host. I just love at the beginning, it says, wishes granted, a wish or a dream come true. So I don't know if you're wanting that, baby. Hopefully you were. Were you wanting the baby? Are you wanting to be pregnant? If it's TMI, it's okay. You don't have to answer. All right. Your next one is the Magician. I manifest perfectly what I desire. Like, look how, like, our higher power just reminding us, like, whatever we want to come true will come true. We just have to like let God be God, right? The magician. The magician is at work performing a ritual. The tip of his wand touches the infinity symbol, signifying his connection to universal energy. His left hand points downward, bringing celestial energy to earth. On his table are his resources: the sword, pentacle, cup, and crystal wand, which represent the four suits of the tarot's minor arcana. Minor arcana. In the center of the altar is a citrine crystal ball, empowering the magician's intention to manifest what he desires. The magician brings energy to any situation. The card tells you that now is the time for action. You will receive messages, offers, and even long-awaited news. In work and personal projects, you may feel inspired to bring a dream a step closer to reality. As every area of life speeds up, travel is auspicious under the magician's influence. Overall, positive and dynamic change is in the air. Oh my goodness. You have to tell me, Tia. I'm assuming, are you trying to conceive? I just love how it says overall positive and dynamic change is in the air. So now is the time for action. That's funny. Okay, let's do your next card. The Seven of Pentacles. I trust my ideas and my direction. Okay. All right, let's see what the Seven of Pentacles says. The Seven of Wands signifies a challenge. You may need to fend off a barrage of upcoming demands and requests. Lord, if you're pregnant, we know that's the truth. Or feel you must otherwise actively defend your position. The message is that you be crystal clear about your beliefs and intentions and communicate them precisely so you cannot be misunderstood. Then the situation will not get out of control. I think this one maybe is relating more to maybe your relationship with Pisces. Then precisely so you cannot be misunderstood. Then the situation will not get out of control. Be clear about your boundaries in advance, or it could be in regards to another relationship. Be clear about your boundaries in advance so those concerned know exactly where they stand. An additional meaning is representing a cause you feel passionate about and speaking up in defense of it. So in regards to what you said about, do you see that we've conceived? All I could do is go back to the first one, the Nine of Cups. And it's saying that whatever you're wishing or dreaming is coming true. And then this one's talking about manifestation. So it's just going back to the power of our own being and the divine within us. So yeah, this one is speaking. You have to tell me now because this first one's speaking like, let me read it again. Wishes granted. So if you're thinking inside that you're wanting this baby, this one's saying wishes granted. So it's a happy 9. And I love how one of them was talking about the changes. Yeah, this one. You're gonna have to come back and tell me, Tia, when you find out. Let me know. Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, now I really want to know. Every time I get baby questions, I get like excited for you. And then like when I get relationship questions and the cards are like, oh, it's going to happen. I'm like, oh, let me know. Thank you for being here. And thank you for coming back. Christo and Aishna, if you're still here, you were up. And if you're not, then it's J.A.'s turn. J.A. I think J.A. is still here. Or Moto. If Moto's still here and wanted a reading, I can do you one. I can do you one. I can do one for you. Just let me know. J.A., what? Okay. What comes in love for me? Been single for the last 4 years. I see you, J.A. Okay, let me see you. I've been single for the last 4 years. Okay. All right, I'm pretty sure that my tarot deck won't speak on exactly who this person's going to be or what zodiac they will be. but maybe it'll give us some words of wisdom. A lot of times, what I see whenever people ask about specifically what's going to happen in their love life, it draws a lot towards inner reflection, but maybe it'll give us some advice as to what will happen in your love life. Okay. I'm going to pray over the deck first, JA, and then we'll just see what the cards say. My higher power, my source, creator of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words in this deck. I ask that you do the same for JA as they're seeking words of wisdom for their personal relationships. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring words of wisdom, clarity, security, and to provide self-love. I'm just sending so much abundance, prosperity, and peace to JA. And so it is. Amen. Okay. I'm going to shuffle the deck thinking about you. Hey, Tolga. Would you like me to add your name to the list? I'm using my Crystal Power Tarot today. Or are you just here to say hey? All right, JA. I'm going to shuffle thinking about you. And I just want you to keep an open mind and an open heart, okay? I rid this deck of any negativity. I only lead with words of love, light, and wisdom. I ask that you continue to guide my words in this deck to provide words of clarity to JA regarding their personal affairs and their relationships. I'm thankful to my higher power and this deck for raising the positive vibrational fields. When one rises, we all rise. Okay. Okay, Tolga, I got you. I think after JA, I'm actually open. I had a few come in, but then I think they had to leave. All right, JA, let's see. Ace of Swords. I am ready for a breakthrough to success. Oh, especially success in relationships, being single for 4 years. But look, sometimes being single is exactly what we have to do to grow, to be ready for that ultimate partner, you know? Let's see. The aces revealed new beginnings. I always love when somebody asks about a relationship and then new beginnings comes. I'm like, oh, I get kind of like butterflies for you. Like, oh, what's this new relationship going to be like? The Ace of Swords, the suit of the element of air that relates to the mind, signifies success and truth, clarity, and vision. Whether you're asking about a decision in your favor or a breakthrough that brings you what you hope for, this card is the yes outcome, an answer to a question, a breakthrough, what you hope for. So it's coming. You just have to keep looking or just be open. Oh, thank you, Toga, for dropping a like for me. I appreciate it. Whatever you're aiming for, your intellect and logic will help bring you the results you need. Now is the time to harness your ambition. Hey, Cora, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm doing a reading, and then I have Toga, and then I'll put you down, and then Pastel. Hey, Pastel, welcome back. I appreciate you being here. All right, let's see. So this Ace of Swords, JA, is like saying it's happening. We just got to be open to it, okay? All right, the Ten of Pentacles. I celebrate everything I achieve. All right, let's see. You're going to have to tell me now. Like, I want to know who this person is. Ten of Pentacles, fulfillment and success, well-deserved financial and emotional security. The card often arises in readings to show you forming even deeper bonds with those close to you and enjoying a stable, productive financial phase. This may mean, for example, extending your home, growing an established business, getting married. Oh, stop. Getting married or benefiting from others, reward or other rewarding, lasting, personal or professional partnerships. So this is speaking of personal relationships. This 10 can also show love, and help between generations. So you may give or receive money within your family or other close network and benefit from their support and advice. I just love that this card is like, it's talking about establishing um, a personal relationships, and it's talking about getting married, and then even it just brought up again um, love, like growing and love growing. So look, single no more, manifest it, single no more. My higher power will provide. Yeah, my husband says sometimes being single is a blessing. Which he wouldn't know. We've been married now for over a decade, so he forgot what that life is like. All right, the Six of Wands. I am proud of what I achieve and accept my rewards. Your higher power is like, look, you're so amazing. Of course, why would you doubt me? If you want love, of course, that's what's going to happen, you know? All right, Six of Wands. Let's see. Success and acknowledgement. This victorious six sees you being greatly appreciated for all your efforts. Both, like, two of your cards are talking about how great you are. So you can enjoy the feeling of pride and accomplishment. You have directed your energy, time, and passion well. You may also receive a gift or reward, such as a certificate, trophy, or other token of public appreciation. Specific meanings for this card in a reading include examination and test success. The six also means a yes to answer to for an answer to a question. So it's not telling you what will come exactly in your love life, but if you're asking if somebody's coming, this question is a yes. You got two yeses in your reading. So don't give up on love. Never. It will come. Our higher power always provides for us. And thank you, JA, for coming back. I truly appreciate you being here. Thank you for raising those positive vibrational field, the positive vibrational field of the world we live in. I appreciate you. All right, Tolga, brother, do you just want a general reading or did you have a specific question? Hey, Jasmine. I don't know if I said hey already. I added you to my list. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And Tolga, if you're still here, you can pop in the chat and I can do a reading for you. And JA, you have to come back and tell me when this relationship starts. Please let me know. All right, General Tolga. All right, brother. And thank you again, JA. My higher power, my source, the creator of all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words. Thank you for guiding this deck. I ask that you continue to do so for my brother Tolga. I'm sending him so much love, light, and positivity. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring healing, love, and serenity to Tolga. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jasmine. You're beautiful. That's so nice. All right, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you, Tolga. I just want you to keep an open mind and an open heart to the message. I rid this deck of any negativity. I only speak words of love, light, and positivity. I ask that you guide my words and guide this deck to touch Tolga as they seek spiritual advice. I'm so grateful to this community and to my higher power and this deck. When one rises, we all rise. Little bit want to follow you. I have some over here. You're welcome. Poor Jay. Just tell him like tonight's pretty busy. It might be a minute. I feel bad because there's after Tolga, I've got 3 more now. Well, we knew I was doing that. Are you huh? After the three, we can see. Okay, what you doing? Oh, okay. All right, Tolga. Let's see. The first one is the Queen of Cups. I trust my knowing and follow my heart. I trust my knowing and follow my heart. Let me see. Are you rolling with T-Bone? Aw. Thank you for coming and saying, hey, I appreciate you. All right, Toga. Queen of Cups. I was having a hard time finding the Queen. Okay. Sensitivity, imagination, intuition, creativity, and love. As a person, this queen can represent a loving partner or friend, a caring individual with high emotional intelligence. Supporting others comes naturally to her or him, as you love to support people in this community. As a situation, you are led by your heart rather than your head. The message of the card overall is to act with compassion. Sorry, he thought got a little bit all round up. To act with a little bit. Come here. Come here. A little bit. Come here. Come here. Little bit. Come here. To act with compassion. Show your empathy, connect with others, and intuitively read the subtle energies at play. The only issue is a need to stand by your boundaries so you don't give too much. So I know who's the pretty lady? Are you talking about me, T-Bone, or what? um, so good. So I can see that you are such a compassionate person as you're always showing support. And this is just reminding you to continue doing that, but make sure you don't give too much. Make sure you save some time for yourself too. All right. This is the 10 of Swords. I see the truth in this ending. So I don't know. You know ultimately what this may apply to. So I'm just going to read it and then you take it. Hey, T-Bone, I appreciate you. You just, did you want a reading? Let me write your name down just in case you want a reading, okay? T-Bone. And if you have to pop off before I get to you, that's okay too. All right, Toga. 10 of Swords. A sudden ending. This 10 in the conflict-ridden suit of swords shows an outcome that is unexpected and sudden. In readings, the card often denotes the end of a job or relationship. And although this feels like a fast unraveling, on reflection, you see that it may have been building for some time. There is a finality here which suggests the situation or relationship is completely over. This card can also be seen as an aspect of the major arcana card Death, which brings necessary endings so you are able to quickly transition into a new phase. So this card is speaking on some kind of ending, but it's just reminding you that if there's bitterness in regards to this ending, if this ending doesn't happen, then we can't transition to our new phase. All right. And thank you, T-Bone. I appreciate you. All right, the Queen of Wands. Y'all have to go check out Toga and T-Bone. They are such positive brothers in this biker community that we have. You have to check out Keyfob and Moto. They just are really badass bikers doing really cool things, and they're so positive all the time. So go check them out. All right, Queen of Wands. Creativity, self-empowerment, and support. As an individual in your reading, the Queen of Wands expresses her ideas in a tangible way, often through media and the arts. Wise and passionate, she has integrity and her opinion is highly respected. As a situation, the card is an invitation to express yourself creatively, and to follow your passions truly, freely, and fearlessly. When you do this, success comes naturally. If you have doubts about creating or promoting a product or service, this card is the green light. And As good communication is highlighted, now love relationships thrive. So this card is just speaking so much goodness to your this is just speaking so much to your creative side and speaking good vibes for you, Tolga. So thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read for you. And no, Pastel, you didn't. And I hope, Tolga, that it provided some words of love, light, and positivity to you. You know, I always appreciate y'all's support. All right, after Tolga is Cora. So, Cora, if you're still here, pop in the chat. And then after Cora is Pastel. Cora, if you're still here, you can pop in the chat. And then after Cora is Pastel. Always saying pretty good things this time. Yes, I'm so glad. I know sometimes my doggy deck does reverse, so it can really have a hardcore. I was telling another brother earlier, Toga, if you knew how many times my doggy deck like really hit me hard like that, and I'm like, dang. But you know, we're all human. That's it. We're just human and we're going to make mistakes and we're going to do shitty things, you know? So I'm glad that this was more of an uplifted reading for you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Roman T-Bone, too. You have a good night, okay? All right, Cora. I don't see Cora, so Pastel. Did you already post your question? Pastel. Let me see. I think you might have. No, you can post it now. Okay, let me see. Let me see. I would like to know, why did A do this certain thing when we were intimate? Okay. After Pastel, you're next, Jasmine, okay? All right, so Pastel, you've done readings with me before, so it might not specifically say what this other person's motives were with the situation, but I can pray over the deck and we can do the reading and just see what is meant to be heard, okay? Why did he do this certain thing while we were intimate? Okay. My source, my higher power, thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words. Thank you for guiding this deck. I ask that you do the same for Pastel. Is there seeking clarification on this particular situation? I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to come in with words of healing, love, light, and positivity and clarity on the given situation. I'm sending so much love, light, and positivity to Pastel. And when one rises, we all rise. Amen. You okay? Do I need to mute? Can you talk to me?
This is something very weird.
What?
I was out in the new camper, going through the stuff that was left in there.
Yeah. What are those? I'm sorry, Pastel. Hold on 1 second. What does it say? What? Oh my gosh. These little things, I cannot. What? What does it say? Ready, respectful. There's two of them. It's a gift from the universe. We got this camper, and my husband went out there and he found these little pins. And they say Kennedy, that's our last name. And it has 3 words. There's 2 of them. And it says ready, respectful, responsible. Like what a gift from our higher power. Here, put them somewhere special. All right, Pastel. Sorry, he just come in and he had this look on his face. All right. I'm gonna shuffle, thinking of you, and just keep an open heart and an open mind to the message, okay? All right. I've read any negativity of this deck. I only speak with words of love, light, and wisdom. I ask that you guide my words and guide this deck for Pastel as they're seeking spiritual guidance and clarity on the situation at hand. I'm so thankful to our higher power and my spirit allies for always being here and always guiding us. When one rises, we all rise. Oh, it was play a rough with May May. Look, when he's on his lives and I do all this, he gives me that side eye. You have to go check out his channel. He does moto vlogs. He does other things too, like snorkeling and doggy stuff. It's adventures of K-pop. All right, let's see pastel. The magician. I manifest perfectly what I desire. All right, let's see. The magician is at work performing a ritual. The tip of his wand touches the infinity symbol, signifying his connection to universal energy. His left hand points downward, bringing celestial energy to earth. On his table are his resources: the sword, pentacle, cup, and crystal wand, which represent the four suits of the tarot's minor arcana. In the center of the altar is a citrine crystal ball, empowering the magician's intention to manifest what he desires. The magician brings energy to any situation. The card tells you that now is the time for action. You will receive messages, offers, and even long-awaited news. In work and personal projects, you may feel inspired to bring a dream a step closer to reality. As every area of life speeds up, travel is also auspicious under the magician's influence. Overall, positive and dynamic change is in the air. So it doesn't answer this particular question, but it's just referring to inspired to bring a dream a step closer to reality. Overall, positive and dynamic change is in the air. So I'm not sure if that applies directly to your personal life or not. Let's look at the next one and see if there's another connection. The Nine of Cups. I trust in the flow of life. Wishes granted. A wish or dream come true. Okay, sorry. The meaning of this happy nine. You can manifest what you desire, whether this is love, friendship, wealth, security, work, or creative opportunities. When you receive what you want and need, you are generous with others, sharing your good luck. Your optimism and positive attitude raises others up. You see how life flows and appreciate what you have. An additional meaning of the card is being the host. I'm trying, it's not connecting to your question now. And it might not answer that because that is a pretty, one, intimacy is intimate. And then two, it's another person's intentions. Let's see the next one. The Knight of Wands. I make decisions without pressure. Action, speed, and impulsiveness. As a person, this knight is dynamic and charismatic, full of fiery energy. As a situation, the card shows an unexpected turn of events, a sudden conversation that moves a stuck situation forward, a sudden attraction and flirtation, a flash of inspiration. Whatever impact the knight has, he brings energy. The advice within the card is not to get too caught up too soon, and take a moment to consider what is on an offer before you proceed. In readings, the card can also show an imminent house move. I don't know, but I'm going back to like, don't get too caught up too soon, and just like reflecting on a situation. A sudden conversation. I feel like, I don't know if what you're, yeah, see, I was just about to ask, like, if this wasn't good or bad. Like, ultimately, this card is just speaking on communication. Like, I think, especially when it comes to intimacy, it's really important for us to keep that line of communication open with our partners, and really, especially with this, So, your reading isn't speaking on how this person is feeling or why they did that, but it's urging you to open that line of communication. I appreciate you, Pastel, for coming back. Thank you for being here, and thank you for allowing me to read for you. And I hope it provided some sense of something to meditate or pray over, or at least to go forward and open up the conversation. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. After Pastel was Jasmine. Jasmine. Let me see if you posted your question. Hey, Marinette.
So then that goes in freedom. It's also where that front one goes.
Oh, well, you think we should give it back or what? Or like, oh. I know I need to go through all that stuff and send those pictures back. I never sent those pictures back. Hey, oh, Jasmine, there you are. Let me see. I might be able to find it, or it might be quicker to repost it, huh? Jasmine. Oh, there it is. May I ask what is coming towards me in love? I'm single, 30 years old. Oh, I love it. I love these questions about love because our higher power tends to just remind us of how amazing we are and to not have doubt and divine timing. I can't wait. Okay, let's see. Everything good will come your way. I know it will. I'm gonna pray over the deck and then we'll do the reading. Okay. My source, my higher power, creator of all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words and thank you for guiding this deck. I ask that you do the same for Jasmine as they're seeking words of strength, clarity, and just hope in their relationship and their future love life. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to wrap their arms around Jasmine and just send lots of love, light, and positivity. When one rises, we all rise. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck. I love that, Jasmine. No more divine timing. I'm getting impatient, and I talked with somebody about that too, about sometimes we have to be single so that we can grow into the person we need to be for that perfect partner. But I know, like, yeah, I get the sense of being impatient too. I'm going to shuffle and think about you and just keep an open heart and open mind to the message. I've read any negativity of this deck. I only come with words of love, light, and positivity. I ask you to guide my words in this deck for Jasmine as they seek spiritual advice in their love life. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for this community and I'm thankful to this deck. I'm thankful to my higher power. I'm sending so much self-love and self-worth to Jasmine. Okay. Okay. All right. So your first card is the devil. Don't freak out. It's not too bad. I am free of whatever is holding me back. I'm free of whatever is holding me back. All right. Let's see. A man and woman dance together. They appear completely absorbed and enchanted, perhaps by forces that are all consuming. They might release their grip on one another or fall deeper into the dance. The obsidian crystals by their feet are a reminder that they are individuals and not slaves to the situation in which they find themselves. The butterflies and keyholes within the rocks signify potential freedom. The devil reveals agreements or responsibilities that stifle or oppress you. So this card is calling for some self-reflection or possibly something that might have happened before. This may relate to work, obsessions, affairs, or addiction. Any situation, person, or behavior that restricts you or otherwise takes your energy. However, you do have a choice and can be free from whatever binds you or makes you feel powerless. Hey, Cora. Yeah, I did add you, but I called for you a little bit ago and I never heard from you. I'm doing Jasmine now. T-Bone left. But I can pop you in after Jasmine and then it'll be Marinette. So this card is basically asking you to self-reflect because a lot of time with relationships, something might not come our way because we're not ready yet. It's okay, no worries. It's okay, no worries, Cora. So Jasmine, this card is like either validating something that had you in bondage or asking you to self-reflect on is there something holding you back now that you have ultimate control over. Okay, it makes sense to you. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that then. Okay. All right. Oh, I put it upside down. I must have shuffled with them upside down. All right, this is the Fool. This card doesn't do upside down readings, though. This deck doesn't do upside down readings. I am guided and protected on my life journey. Look, you're like, screw divine timing. It's like divine timing. The Fool. All right, walking through a rainbow forest, we find a fool following his dreams. In his bag are 7 crystals to guide him on his journey, and 7 trees edge each side of the path, symbolizing the 7 chakras. In his left hand, he holds a white flower, an emblem of innocence. Distracted by the flowers' beauty, he does not yet see the starry void beyond and the risks and adventures to come. Pure and carefree, the Fool is about to fall into an unknown universe. I kind of like how this connects. So I don't know if something's still holding me back because this one's kind of the same idea. Like he's too busy looking at this flower to see what's in front of him. A beginning, a fresh start beckons, and an opportunity awaits. You may find new work, a new romantic partner, begin a creative venture, or be driven by another passion or ideal. Depending on your circumstances, you may need to approach with caution to know the practicalities and explore the options before you take that risk. So this is speaking of a new relationship, but it's also like telling you to be cautious. And I have a feeling it's telling you to be cautious, maybe because of things that could possibly still be holding you back. All right. Now let's see the next one. But yeah, this one is speaking on new relationships. All right, the Empress. Let's see the Empress. I create what I choose naturally and with joy. I like that because it's talking about the power of manifestation. The Empress. The pregnant Empress. Oh Lord, we're going fast from single to pregnant. Girl, no, I'm kidding. It's just talking about the Empress. The pregnant Empress is the tarot mother, signifying fertility and abundance. Because we're the divine, Jasmine. We deserve everything we want. She brings new life, symbolized by the seedling growing from her palm and the life-giving that flows around her. The sun ripens the corn, ready for harvest or birth. She holds at her heart a rhodonite sphere, pink and black, the colors of love and protection, an expression of her feelings for her unborn child. The Empress reveals that you are entering a productive, abundant life phase. You manifest it, it will happen. And this is speaking to that. It's speaking that you're ready to establish that relationship. And it's saying abundant life phase. Finances improve, your domestic life is harmonious, and you feel closely connected to those you care for. Partners, children, family, and friends. The card asks you to be inspired by what or whom you love most. The power message here is to create what you choose naturally and with joy. So I think once we get to that kind of impatient, which granted, I understand, I'm definitely not spiritually perfect. And I definitely have my own impatience with divine timing. But that's the nature of life, and that's the nature of our higher power. It is divine timing ultimately. If we don't have control of things like that. But this is encouraging you to keep looking, and that to remind yourself that you're divine, you're worthy of it all, and that will happen. Just to keep, don't give up, and try not to let the dating realm be consumed with negativity, because then it takes the fun out of meeting new people and being open to the idea of a forever relationship. I hope that it provided some sense of peace to you, Jasmine. And I really appreciate you letting me read for you. Thank you for being here. And I'm sending you so much love, light, and positivity, because I truly know what that feeling is like when we're single and we're really wanting that soulmate and they're just not there yet. I know how that feels. And so I'm just sending you so many hugs and so much love, and it will come. It will. Just continue to try to be grateful for the blessings you have in front of you now. And as I find that as I cultivate my attitude of gratitude, all these other blessings just happen naturally. Thank you for being here, Jasmine. I appreciate you. All right, Cora, do you have a question, or did you just want a general reading? Cora, let me see. Oh, I see. Should I be worried about my Scorpio at family reunion today messing with females friends of the— oh Lord, I'm sorry, because we know how those Scorpios are. Oh, those Scorpios. No, my husband's not a Scorpio, but I did date a Scorpio before, and it was like the worst relationship of my life. But I'm a Taurus, so it's like we're very opposites, and I stayed in it a lot longer than I should have stayed in it, so that was my own fault. Can I trust this person at his reunion today? All right, sweetie. Yeah. So now K-pop in the background's like, wait, what? Well, because you got to think that if he's with his family, there's going to be female friends of the family that aren't blood. And my husband's so confused. He's like, wait, is that like thinking like he's gonna he's thinking he's gonna hook up with family members, but no, she's speaking of family friends, like family friends, people that this man knew of. Scorpios are, I don't know, something else. Yes, they are. All right. Basically, you're asking for spiritual guidance on, can you trust this partner of yours? He's a dodo bird. Don't listen to him. She said, no, not family. Okay, let me pray over the deck, and then we'll see what they say, okay? Cora. And I'm so sorry. I'm sending you so much love and light, because I remember being and feeling that way and always wondering about my partner, and what they were doing. So I'm sending you so much peace, Cora, okay? But let me pray. My source, my higher power, creator of all, thank you for being in this space. Thank you for guiding my words, and thank you for guiding this deck. I ask that you continue to do the same for Cora as she's having feelings of insecurities and wanting clarity on this given situation in this relationship. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to wrap their arms around Cora and just bring a sense of self-love, self-worth, and peace. And so it is. Amen. Okay. I'm going to shuffle thinking of you. Yes, I do. I understand. I only attribute my change in mentality to my spiritual awakening. I really had a hard time loving myself in the past, which ignited feelings of concerns of my partner. And not saying that that's your situation, but that's what provoked me to always wonder, like, are they doing me wrong? Are they cheating on me? Because ultimately, I didn't love myself, so I was always questioning that I wasn't good enough. All right, I'm going to shuffle the deck thinking of you, okay? I rid this deck of any negativity. I only lead with love, light, and positivity. I'm grateful to my higher power and this deck for providing words of wisdom, love, and light. I ask that you do the same for Cora as they're seeking some spiritual guidance on this relationship at hand. When one rises, we all rise. And my other deck does reverse readings, but this one doesn't. If it's upside down, I'll flip it because I accidentally shuffled reverse. But this deck doesn't do reverse readings. All right, so this is the Chariot. I go forward with confidence. Look, we were just talking about the maybe like sometimes our insecurities is what can stem the questioning. Let's see, the Chariot. The Chariot shows a charioteer on an important journey, leaving behind him the city, his known world. On his breastplate is the pentagram studded with crystals. The central crystal is carnelian, a stone of courage. His chariot is drawn by two horses, which symbolize the positives and negatives he will encounter on his travels. He must balance the dark and the light in order to move in the right direction. This is a time for action, to make progress and move on to the next stage of your life path. The Chariot reveals a great step forward from taking the driving seat in your projects, career, and relationships, also to traveling physically too. Summon your energy and determination as you forge ahead. So this card isn't answering this specific question, but it's having you to self-reflect. And it's going back to like, I'm going forward with confidence. No matter what, if this Scorpio is doing something they shouldn't be doing, I have confidence that my higher power is going to provide for me. And the truth always comes out. And we're only given what we can handle. And everything has a divine purpose. All right. This is the Magician. I manifest perfectly what I desire. Let's see more detail. The magician is at work performing a ritual. The tip of his wand touches the infinity symbol, signifying his connection to universal energy. His left hand points downward, bringing celestial energy to earth. On his table are the resources, the sword, pentacle, cup, and crystal wand, which represent the four suits of the tarot's minor arcana. In the center of the altar is a citrine crystal ball, empowering the magician's intention to manifest what he desires. The magician brings energy to any situation. The card tells you that now is the time for action. You will receive messages, offers, and even long-awaited news. In work and personal projects, you may feel inspired to bring a dream a step closer to reality. As every area of life speeds up, travel is also auspicious under the magician's influence. Overall, positive and dynamic change is in the air. So again, this one isn't speaking to this, but it's talking of positive and dynamic changes, which goes along with this one about self-confidence. I like that. That's a good change. I like that. All right, let's see this one. The Seven of Cups. I trust myself to see the truth. And a lot of times our readings will go back to our intuition. Ultimately, you know your relationship with this Scorpio, and you know, ultimately, your intuition can guide you at times. Let's see specifically what it says, though. Imagination, fantasy, and possibility. This mysterious seven shows there is much going on behind the scenes, hidden from view. You cannot yet see exactly what you're dealing with. Until then, your imagination knows no bounds, which is what you're thinking. You're like, I don't know what this guy's doing because you have little information to go on. While this is a positive card for creative projects and manifesting what you want, an additional meaning is fantasy. You might ask yourself if you're escaping reality, avoiding what needs to be done in the material world. If you're feeling up in the air, focus on one option at a time. I want to go back to like, it's just saying there's much going on behind the scenes, hidden from view. You cannot yet see exactly what you're dealing with. I don't ever speak into the cards. I just want you to hear what they're saying. And they're asking you to self reflect and they're asking you to trust your intuition. So, thank you for letting me do this reading. And I really am sending you so much love and light because I know during times like this and feeling uncertain, it sucks. Bottom line, it sucks. But always remember that as we evolve through these relationships, it always gets us ready for the perfect timing of our soulmate. So if this Scorpio is doing things like that, everything happens for a reason. And I know it sucks to hear that if bad things happen, and not saying that they are, but if that is the case, it's just reminding ourselves that things happen to help us evolve to be the person we need to be for our true soulmate. And I hope that it isn't the case, though. I hope that things are positive and that it's everything that you want it to be. Thank you, Cora. I really appreciate you being here. And I'm sending you so much love and light.